and welcome to the Swole Initiative Network. Ah, there we are. You're watching the Fables of Gahlia. Yes, we are fresh off of our Daggerheart character creation yesterday. That was super duper fun. So for those of you that were there to watch that, thank you for being there. Thank you for being here again. Before we jump into tonight's show, we're going to give some shout outs to some of our amazing brand partners, starting with Stacks.
Well, Swole only roll for Norse Foundry's amazing gemstone and metal dice. Also, all of our featured music comes from the free library available on Apple Music and Spotify by the one and only Norse Foundry. Use the code SWOLE, S-W-O-L-E, to save 10% at norsefoundry.com.
Amazing. And Betty.
Also, big shout out to Griffin Co. All of our 3D printed custom terrain comes from the incredible folks over at Griffin Co. So check them out and use the code SWOLE22 and you can save 22% off of your purchase at griffinco.com.
Well, that way. I said that way. I forget every time. There it is.
Hey!
22%!
Confetti!
And finally, Ashley, what you got?
Our brand partner and official sponsor of Fables of Gahlia sent me this letter for me to read.
Jesus Christ.
What up, losers? Are you done sniffing farts? Then go ahead and get on Hero Forge. That's where the Swole Initiative gets all their fully custom player minis, and if you didn't suck, you would too. We're awesome, and you could be too. Go to heroforge.com and learn how. That's official, so.
Can we put some kind of disclaimer up on the VOD? Just not officially from Hero Forge.
You don't have proof of that. Like, you didn't see the envelope that said, like, official.
Uh-huh.
Okay, fine. I made it up. It doesn't actually have anything on it.
But yes, go and check out all of our amazing brand partners. To be super quick with everything, because we are running slightly behind. Where to start? We have a YouTube as well. You can hit !YouTube in the chat at any point in order to bring that up. There we go. Eventually.
I already did it. We're good.
Oh, okay. Yes, we are nearing 1,000 subscribers over there. We're trying to make partners, so any like jumping over there and hitting subscribe over there, it's super duper free and it helps us out a ton. So thank you in advance, or if you already subscribed, then thank you. We are pretty much caught up. We have some episodes of Call of Cthulhu to drop over there. And then I think I'm putting Daggerheart up this week as well. To start dropping all that so that you guys can catch up if you didn't see it, and then you know, you can be there for session 1 and it'll be cool. Other than that, we are, as I said, we are all caught up with our giveaway prizes, which means that we have a new sub goal up there. We are 5 away. When we hit 30 subscriptions, we will give away a $50 e-gift card from Norse Foundry, which you can get straight to your inbox. I've got the codes ready to go, so you can go and spend it on whatever the hell you want over there. But just 5 away. You do have to be in the stream in order to win it. Excuse me. You do have to be in the stream in order to win it, because you have to claim it, or we do move on. Regular subscriptions go towards it. Prime subscriptions, which you have to re-up every time, go towards it. And also gifted subscriptions, if you are feeling super generous like that. If you are a subscriber, you can also hit !roll in the chat to roll a d20, or !roll D and then your number of die in order to roll that number of die. What? You can roll like a D4 or a D8 or a D6 or all the way up to a D100. So there you go. But if you are not a subscriber, but you are here, thank you for being here. You are the ones that we do it for. That's the most important thing. And in exchange for that, you do get channel points. You earn channel points. And so if you go to the bottom left-hand corner of the chat, you see a flexing arm. You can click on that and you can spend 1,000 points per player per stream during Fables of Gahlia. And once 10 people spend 1,000 points on one player, they will get a flex point, which allows them to bend the rules and access the rule of cool in a really cool narrative way. So decide who you want to obtain those points. Bear in mind that Brinthar is not here. And yes, run with it. My oh my. Is that everything? Have I said everything? I said a lot.
We can touch on this again at the end, but we won't be here next week.
We won't?
Next Wednesday or Thursday.
Right, but we are... It doesn't matter, because we're pre-recording for Wednesday.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yes, you did.
Just kidding.
You reacted to it.
Yeah.
You already agreed to it.
That
So.
was
I
then.
work like
This is now.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yes. Are we going to be away Thursday as well? I don't know what days we're going.
I thought so, but we can.
I don't know. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
In fact,
We don't
join the
even know.
Discord, and you'll be kept up to date with all of that. There you go. Okay. Well, before anything else happens, I suppose there's nothing else to do except jump into the trailer for the next episode of the Fables of Gahlia. Welcome back. So, last we left off in the Fables of Gahlia, we were exploring the Institute of the Arcane. After a brief encounter with Adeline's parents and also some of the staff, everyone got together, got ready, and headed out into the streets of the Institute city proper. You guys went through a familiar place, which is the sort of cat cafe with magical familiars of the Institute of the Arcane, and then also stopped by and put in some orders at Regalia, the clothiers, to put it simply. And then stopped off at Walter Wandright's workshop, who builds spell focuses. And though you did uncover through a use of a flex point and some delving that he does have a slight connection to the tattered flags and the import and export of certain items. But with that, and realizing that you guys may have to keep your heads down a little bit more than you thought, heading down the street, walking and talking on the way to the Glimmering Quill, the magical bookshop. And as we come in to the party, what would you guys like to do?
Was there something specific that you needed from... Was it the Glimmering Quill, Adeline?
Oh, well, not specific, but, well, I'd like to show you my favorite places around the town, and, well, this very much ranks up there for me. And I think you all might find it interesting as well. You know, who doesn't love a good book in the morning?
I like books.
Great! But also, I feel as though, well, we've got more questions than we've answers right now, and though I'm not sure if this is the place for all of our answers, there is the larger library that I'd very much like us to go to. This could be a starting point for some things that could help us. You know, you never know. And also, I have an order to pick up that I ordered like months ago. It's like the latest in this series I've been reading, so I'm really eager to kind of get back on that.
Well, lead on.
Okay, right this way.
Fantastic. So, walking through the streets, kind of pointing out different areas and things of where Adeline spent all of her life up until traveling out and meeting you guys. Pointing out specific areas around the city, through the busy streets. It's sort of more into the day now, so there are a lot of people milling about, going about their day, going to work, running errands, lots and lots of like hubbub around the place. But you do reach the Glimmering Quill, which
I'm surprised Adeline's not like walking down the street singing like Belle and Beauty and the Beast. Like, that's what I imagine.
Maybe
Yeah.
she is.
I need some legs.
That's so expensive.
Yes, you come upon the Glimmering Quill, which has this like beautiful sign above the door with this really ornately painted quill off to the side. These wonderful sort of small square windows that are sort of piled up between frames that make up this sort of larger window that it's hard to see through, but the decoration looks really nice. As you push open the door, the smell hits you. Like, this is super familiar for Adeline, possibly a little bit for Rose, and maybe slightly for Rhapsody. But the smell of books, old paper, parchment, scrolls, that sort of almost like like a warm sort of dusty feel or smell rather that kind of just enters your lungs as you walk in. That same creak on the floor just in through the doorstep as you step on it, kind of just sending you back to, you know, all of those, weeks ago that you were here last. You walk in and there are rows upon rows of bookshelves. They are on those rolling bookcases, so that they can fit even more books within this like fairly small store. As you walk in towards the back, sat behind the desk, there is a small, like darker gray skinned gnome. This is a Svirfneblin, a deep gnome. Adeline, you know this to be Celine Etchworth, the sort of middle-aged gnome that runs the bookstore. As she kind of adjusts her glasses and looks up and says, "Oh, Adeline, how are you?" and jumps off the stool and disappears behind the desk before coming around the other side.
Celine! Oh, Celine! It's so good to see you again!
Oh, what has it been? Weeks?
I know it's been absolute ages! How have you been?
You know me, I'm well. Oh, what can I do for you and your friends?
Oh, well, I'm showing them all the, hippest spots in the city. It's their first time visiting, so I of course had to bring them here.
Why?
This is like the coolest place in the, this is where it's at, This is like...
Oh. Well, great. I'm not used to entertaining company that expected to see lots of things other than books.
Well, those are the things.
Oh. I knew that. Is there anything I'm so sorry. My name is Celine Etchworth. I own this establishment and have done for the past couple of 100 years.
Pleasure to meet you.
Wonderful. Is there anything...
I'm going to do what I normally do in a bookstore. I'm just going to go to the weekly periodicals and look for the newest issue of Blades and Baddies or Wagon and Wagoneer.
Yeah, if you go to like the front near like the doorway, just on the inside to the right, there is like a small sort of wired frame that holds the sort of
Nice.
the papers, the weeklies.
The weeklies. I'll take a look at the weeklies.
Is there anything I can assist you with in particular today?
Oh, well, I was hoping to pick up the next in the series that I'd ordered, for my studies. The books I'm reading for my studies. Yes, it's the latest in the Court of Horns and Noses series.
Yes, the Court of Horny Elves. I know that one.
Oh,
And she gives you a wink and like heads to the back to go and pick it up. In fact, she gets halfway there and says, Paige! And you see sort of fluttering in this book flies in front of her, sort of this sort of silvery sort of magical glow coming off of the cover. It says, "Paige, can you go and fetch the the special order book. And Paige, the book, flies off to the back to go and retrieve it. Is there anything else that you are looking for, or are you just here to browse?
Do you have cookbooks?
Yes. I can show you them.
Sure. Yes. Please.
Yeah. So it starts like pulling you down this one way and like grabs onto like a sort of hand wheel, starts wheeling it, and you watch as the bookcases like separate and move over, opening up like a cooking aisle in there, and just sort of pulls you around. So, what sort of cuisine are you looking for? We've got from all over the world here, and starts like pouring through a bunch of books for you. Is there anything you're actually looking for?
Either local, like the Cloudburst District cuisines, or like a book that just has a little bit, a taste of everything around Gahlia.
Yeah.
A taste of
Are you looking for a book that is like specific to the continent of Islas?
That would work, because I'm pretty sure that Roz would know the traditional foods from where he's from.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Sweet, yeah, it takes but a few minutes, and you're able to pick something that kind of has like different chapters from the different sort of regions of Islas, the continent that you're on right now, including Cloudburst Domain, that is in there as well. Which, from having been through Riverfell, you know to be like very sort of hearty, big root vegetables, like very warm, based foods.
This one here looks perfect, actually. How much is it?
Oh, that, yeah, quarter three silver. That's fine.
Oh, Adeline, books are cheap.
The cooking books, yes.
Oh.
You go to the other side of the store, they get more expensive.
What's on the other side of the store?
Well, that's all the magical ones and scrolls and such.
Oh.
Do you happen to have a scroll of banishment?
Scroll of banishment? And as she looks around to like call for Paige, Paige is like flying back with this other book like placed on the spine basically as it like floats down towards you and says, "Oh, that's the study book."
Right.
Paige, do we have a scroll of banishment? And Paige kind of flutters there for a second before like taking off towards the other side
Did she
of the
give me
store.
the book?
Yeah, it like lets it, so you take it off. Yep.
Yeah. Adeline will try to hurry to stash it in her bag before anyone else sees the really suggestive cover of a tiefling and a furball in a very like
Precarious
intense
position.
embrace. Yeah.
Is the furball touching the tiefling's love button? It's the one thing I know about those books because it's what you told me.
No, it would be the furball.
Don't you know the anatomy of tieflings?
You're so right. In my mind, the furball
What is a love
would
button?
have the love button.
Don't ask.
But
Okay.
so it's like a wing. Okay, listen. In these books, they're buck wild, man. If you touch a spot on their wings, just Google it. Anyway, yeah.
I would like to see if I saw what was on the book before she stashed it away.
Let's go sleight of hand versus I guess perception.
remember if I have a negative to this. But I rolled a 5. Oh, plus 2? 7?
Okay.
So.
All right. 15.
Oh, okay.
What did you roll? A 1?
Yeah, I rolled a 6.
You definitely catch, like, as Adeline's sort of hurriedly putting it away into a satchel, like, she moves her hand to, like, push it down, and you do get a full glimpse of the cover. Not for a whole, like, heap of time, but you definitely see it.
Locking that away for a question at another time.
Oh, okay. I wonder where that was going. Yes. So, you follow Paige, the sentient book that flies over and starts like going through the shelves. I'm gonna roll for this because it's not a will. After some time, they do find a scroll of banishment, kind of like way up on a high shelf, super dusty. But Paige pulls it down and shows it to you.
Brilliant. I had one of these once, but I had to use it before I was able to copy it down. I've been meaning to correct that ever since. It's too hasty. But this will be great. To use in studies, you know.
Look, I just sell the books. I don't ask questions.
Great. Your eyes are saying a lot, but I'm not going to read into that. How much for the scroll?
Oh, for that one? Oh, that one's going to be... what would that be? That's a fairly high-level spell. It's a 4th level?
Could you just copy it down?
No. It takes, I think, a number of hours equal to the spell level. And that would be stealing.
And that would be wrong.
Kids.
It's called piracy.
Oh, it is rare. Price per sane prices, according to the 5e magic shop. 640 gold pieces. It is a high level spell. Like, there's a 4th level spell that anyone can cast.
All right.
Banishment's that high?
Mm-hmm.
She will take out that much gold and set it down, not freaking sweat it.
There is one other book. It's not a cookbook. Do you have any books on the celestial plane?
Oh, what sort of interest?
General, just
general celestial stuff.
Yeah, just show me the general celestial section.
Okay, you want to browse within that? That's fine. I can leave you to that. Starts like cranking on another couple of like hand wheels, and shelves start moving around and things, and it expands out into what is essentially like a religion and mythology area, which is, you know, some consider a faux pas to put religion with mythology, but there we are. But yeah, you can go and browse to your heart's content. Is there something in particular that you would like to look for in terms of like a book that covers something?
I am going to look at Rose and mouth, can you help me? But make it deliberate to where she can read my lips, and then wait for Celine to finish opening up that area. 'Cause I don't think Roz would necessarily know much where to go in the different types of realms, especially like celestial, but Rose probably could help him pick out something without drawing too much attention.
Cool. Yeah. She doesn't really care, so she's not really paying that much attention. She's just trying to get you to buy stuff, so she's happy enough. Also kind of riding a little high from the compliments from Adeline earlier. So yeah, it just kind of shows you to that area that's opened up. You can go and take a look. So if you're using the help action for an investigation check, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And with it being Rose, I'll lower the DC for what you want to find as well, because she is well versed in celestial stuff.
Okay, and I also have Eye for Detail, which is my rogue ability. What does it say? Cover. Oh, it just makes it easier to uncover clues. Okay. So advantage investigation.
Yep. So what is it that you're looking for so I can set a DC?
Okay, basically, when it's Rose and I would say to something that would give more information on what we just found out about me in the previous store, that I could probably read up on.
Okay. So, okay. Yeah, so there's a couple of different areas that you can go through with that. One would be more rare than the other, so feel free to roll.
Norse Foundry dice.
You only say that after it crits.
I mean, the Norse Foundry dice didn't crit, but it was advantage, but I critted on the advantage one. But I got a 16 on the Norse Foundry dice, so...
Hey, that's a good roll.
Oh. The other one was higher?
The other one was a nat 20.
Oh.
You critted.
Okay.
So 21. Because I have a +1 in investigation.
a natural 20. Okay. I will give you I'll give you both books. The less rare one is on sort of celestial history, like the sort of politics and the celestial beings that you're kind of looking for more information about. That's just kind of like a general one, like history more than anything. The other one, which takes you a little bit longer to find, is on angelic orders. So these are like specific angelic orders that were put in charge of specific things.
Okay. I'll kind of like put those two books together and whisper thank you to Rose and kind of like head back to the counter with them.
Cool.
And Ashley or Adeline's like 501. It's like how she brushes her hair.
Lost, are you picking up anything, buddy?
No, I'm just flipping through Wagon and Wagoneer, just checking out the new models of wagons that are available in the realm.
Yep.
Blades
Cool.
and baddies. I'm just flipping through with my flask and just chilling and
Awesome.
killing time. Yeah.
Rose, is there anything that you want to look for, or are you content just kind of helping Rhapsody?
I have a list.
Okay.
So I guess I want to look for like the geography section.
Okay.
And well, let me say maybe not that so much. I want to look up information on the New Dawn Empire,
Okay.
like general, but also like specific to any kind of mechanical advances. Like
So
anything they would have.
The books that you would likely find here are going to be more historical from before they shut themselves off. So you might be able to find something that's like along the same like timeline as the books that you found at Horbolder, like in the Dwarven libraries.
Mhm.
But they may not be as detailed as those ones because they were directly sharing technology.
Okay. Then I would like to realize that maybe I don't need to look for that. But then I want to look up in any kind of book on like the different planes and any kind of like planar travel. Specifically maybe starting with like the Fey realm because I feel like that's probably the most traversed.
Okay. Yeah. I would say that there's definitely going to be books talking about planes in general, and like the theory of how they are, sort of like general sort of public-facing stuff. You may be able to garner more information from going and visiting the planar professor in the institute, but until you get there, yeah, you can go ahead and give me an investigation check.
I'm really not good at this, but I rolled a nat 1.
Oh no.
I had good ideas though.
Yeah. I will say, like, because the books exist, it's not like you just can't find the friggin' aisle. You do come upon a couple of different books. There are, like you said, you can definitely find a book on the Feywild and sort of the that talks about the Veil there as well.
Okay. When I find that, could I then look for something that is there maybe some kind of book that has like accounts of in like Fey realm entrances, like maybe like gates?
Yeah, I would say that this book would include like anything
Okay.
like that.
Is Rose like looking solo or?
Anybody can look with me.
Because if she said she wanted to look for books, I would help her as well.
Okay.
roll a second.
Like I wouldn't just be like, "Thanks for my
I'm not
books."
shitting
and
you.
just walk
I'm not
out.
shitting you. It is a nat 20.
There's no way.
There's no way.
I went completely opposite.
So it takes you forever
Perfectly.
to find this one book that's like just on like the basics of the Feywild, and it's from more of like a novel perspective than like a factual book. And then as you kind of put it to your hip, you see that it was covering a second book that had been pushed to the back of the shelf that is on basics of all of the different planes. This is still a public-facing store, so there wouldn't be like experimental research stuff in there. But yeah.
So when we find that, I want to take it up to the lady and ask, is there any more extensive information on this topic that maybe you don't have here?
This like looks through the books, like palming them across the covers. This seems to be the most extensive that I have here, but you may want to try in if you have access to the Membranum Arcanum, or within
have
the
Adeline.
school. Well, that helps.
Yes.
Yes, you can try there, but I don't know what they have in there that is just able to be picked up. You may want to. I mean, if Adeline can get you into the school, then maybe there's someone who has more specific knowledge in that area.
Okay. But I'll take these.
Excellent. Are we paying together or are we splitting?
I can pay for mine. And Roz.
I think I should be able to pay for mine.
Right.
Okay, so like the regular books, call that maybe like 3 gold. Like that's, you got some like decent research stuff in there, and then a cookbook.
Roz, I'll do it. Sorry for that.
Huh?
I got it.
Oh. I already paid for the
cookbook.
the cookbook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet. There you go. So you have all of your items.
Does she have like really cool like canvas book bags?
Tote bags?
Tote bags, yeah. I want a book tote bag.
Bisexual in the universe.
She does have some totes.
We'll take a few of those.
All
Okay.
reference.
With the money that's being spent on the scroll, she throws those in.
Okay.
Fantastic. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Where would you suggest we visit here in this lovely city?
Well, if you have access to the Membranum Arcanum, then I like books, so I would suggest there. Seems
And-
like you have specific areas of interest.
In Adeline, you'd be able to get us all in?
Of course. I'd love to show it all to you. It's a really special place for me. I haven't been back in a while. Maybe our next stop.
More books. Yes.
Sounds like a good day to me.
Well, if you prefer Lost, you can go and if we can go back to the pub and hang out with the kitties and with the blink dogs and the squids squelching about hither and yon.
No, I'll go to the library. Perhaps they'll have some books on legal cases and elven governance.
Very smart. Very smart, yes.
As long as book finds aren't interplanar, I'm fine going into that library. I owe a lot of. I have overdue books.
Overdue book.
In the Shadowfell.
Right.
Yeah. But
Off to
We're
the
doing it again.
Membranum Arcanum.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Celine.
You're welcome.
Goodbye.
We'll be going now.
Yes, we're leaving.
Let's going.
We are walking towards the door.
This is us backing up slowly.
Cool. Yep. You exit the Glimmering Quill. You have some means of doing some research. You're heading to the Membranum Arcanum. Yes.
Oh, on the way, I think we ought to stop by the coffee shop to get something to take with us. I'd like to pop in for a tea to take. It's a bit of a ritual for me to pick up the usual and then park myself in the library for a bit Feels unnatural not to.
Sure. Do they have pastries?
Yes. Of course they do. They have so many different pastries, and I'm sure the person at the counter would love to list all of them off in great detail when we get there.
Good, because I wouldn't want to miss out on one.
You want to know the whole
All
smattering.
of them. Mm-hmm.
And I promise you, there's so many.
Good.
And if this store is magically closed for some reason.
Yes, so you want to go to Shifting Grounds? No problem. Again, making your way through many of the streets, taking corners and things. Ahead of you stands Shifting Grounds Coffee, which has these really large but completely frosted over windows with a very sort of quaint, delicate door. As you go to cross the street, Lost, give me a perception check.
Oh, me. Okay.
No.
A 10. Actually, no. 12. 12.
Okay. Yeah. So as you go to cross the street with the 12, you do realize that you are being beckoned, but you can hear, "Captain! Captain!" coming from behind you.
Oh,
with
somebody's calling me a captain. Of course I will respond. Yes.
some like footfalls, like as they kind of like jog up towards you. You turn around.
Yes.
He gets sort of like 10 feet away from you and like slows down, and as he gets closer he goes, "Oh, forget it."
Go on. Speak your mind.
Turns and starts running across the street in the opposite direction.
Stop.
Okay. Well, it was nice being called captain.
But why did he call you captain? Did he mistake you for a captain?
He's wearing the captain's clothes.
I'm
Lost? Those clothes you're wearing now. They weren't bought in a shop, were they? They were taken from someone.
You were with us.
I know. It just occurs to me that perhaps they thought you were them.
I mean, what are the chances this is a one-of-a-kind suit?
Probably
You mean-
pretty high.
I mean, what are the chances?
What are the chances?
It's someone of the tattered flag who we know have ties to here in the Institute is running about doing business in the Institute. Gosh, I don't know, but they're probably pretty high.
I mean, I could have seen the dashing fellow in a bar one day and had a suit commissioned just like it. Possible.
When we get to the Membranum Arcanum, you can study whether that will hold up in court or not.
At this conversation, I want to kind of really look Lost over. Are there like initials? Are there some kind of like specific like tagging or, like something that I could see that would be like very much one of a kind?
I will check the inside of the jacket, the lining, to see if there's any markings or whatnot.
Yeah. You can both give me investigation checks.
I was just looking.
Adeline,
Yes, you're inspecting it.
Yes.
are there rules against flying in this city?
I got a 17.
Ooh.
17 on the investigation. Cool.
Yeah.
Lost, do you think that you would be paying attention to how the guy reacted?
No, I would just probably be excited that I was called a captain.
Cool.
Yeah.
With a 17 investigation check, like looking over like the uniform, it is very nice. In terms of like markings, you don't see anything, but the only thing that's like really coded on there would be the crimson scarf.
But doesn't that already belong to?
It's mine, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
scarf-
That's cool.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's like coded for anything, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
they don't see too many captains here. It's not like well, let me look at the map real quick. It's not like are we landlocked here, Uzi?
Yeah. You're against mountains.
Yeah, we're landlocked here, so it's probably, I could be, a visiting professor of seaborne navigation, or a professor of logistics for illicit activities. You probably don't have one of those. Illogistics? You don't have one of those classes here, do you?
probably not in a wizard's school.
No, I would don't. Yet, I suppose. Do you think they were recognizing you more for, well, if they were calling you captain?
Should I put away my Crimson Syndicate scarf?
I'm not sure that is the issue.
They sounded distressed, though.
They needed.
When
Where are things brought into, like, imports into the city? Is there like a specific like loading dock, or like are they brought in on a river?
We still have the
everything has
manifest, right?
Everything has to go through that the main wall on the main path. Specific things that are being brought into the city have to be signaled ahead so that there can be like proper inspections. They still have to go through the sentient wall, and so they are like checked in a kind of like intent manner. But that's how everything gets in and out.
Do I think that the wall would be able to sense, like, if a box said, like, this is full of stuffed bears, but actually it's full of, like, poison, would it be able to detect that?
So, probably. Hold on, I wrote down the wall's abilities.
Wally, no.
Wow.
Okay, so there's a good chance that it would be able to detect like magical objects. But that being said, if it is on the sort of manifest to come in, it's not gonna signal anything.
And if there is some, like, roundabout way of getting something into the city, Adeline sure as hell doesn't know.
No. But you wouldn't even think that there would be a way to get around.
Wally.
Yeah. But you do know that there are certain people that could control the manifest.
If there was things that
Like people who were expecting things from the manifest.
Right. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, your wall will only protect. I mean, it does what it's told to do, right?
Right. So I suppose that depends on who's doing the telling.
I mean, it's someone's magic, right?
Well, once something is imbued with magic, it's not like that item is. I'm only curious because if they're in some kind of distress, I can only imagine that these tattered flags are missing a shipment or having an issue with a shipment, something that we could potentially track down to learn more about their trading. Yeah.
Or they're missing a captain.
Right. That too.
Well, there's one way to single out if it is the tattered flags.
How's that?
We have a contact with Losteroff's group.
The Crimson Syndicate? You think they're here in the Institute?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm standing right here.
I was about to say.
Adeline's world is like imploding. People are doing crime here in the Institute.
Indoor voices, Adeline.
Adeline,
The whole time.
what did you think we were investigating?
Right. No, I know, but like, I don't know if I like, you know?
No.
Huh.
What was the reaction of the person when they realized it wasn't who they thought it was?
Yeah, you probably would have turned. You can give me an insight check.
Okay.
Is that for anybody?
All the
If you
things I
think
have.
your character would have looked this person up and down.
Oh, I definitely would. That's gonna be a 17.
17. Is Rhapsody rolling as well?
I want to too.
Did you crit as well now?
No,
I got a
just-
19 and I have +8, so I got
27.
and I'm quite suspicious.
Yeah. So between you guys' rolls, and especially with like the nat 20, you watched as he ran up, he looked like he had things to say. And then when he kind of took in who Lost is, you definitely notice that it is not. He was expecting this speaking to be someone else, and he was like, "Oh, wrong person. So sorry." But like with the nat 20, as he was kind of taking a couple of steps back, you could see like cogs turning in his head.
Like something's wrong. Suspicious.
Lost. What will it take to convince you to wear a different outfit for just a few days?
I've already just given up my half plate. A different outfit as well.
Think of it as you're researching an undercover operation. You're like, you know, you're testing your metal to see if you can blend in.
I mean, if I can get some professorial robes, vestments. That would be fun. I could be a visiting professor of illogistics. Yes.
Adeline kind of like sizes him up a little bit. If I sneak into my father's closet to take one of his robes, you cannot sully it. You cannot. Don't abuse the power of the robe. I do think it might be safer if now there's a bit of a target on our back. What with this particular group wearing the
Okay.
vestments of their dead captain.
Until then, you could just turn the jacket inside out. It has a really nice lining.
I mean, that's not as fun, but
Hat is
as the dean's clothes. Is that literally what I was going to be wearing? The
He's
head.
not the dean.
Is that the dean? Is that the dean? He's just okay.
He is a professor of
Oh, perfect.
transmutation and alchemy.
That would be fun.
all right. We'll do it, but only because it will make us safer as a group.
Then should we go back to your home before we go anywhere else?
Well, I don't want to bring unnecessary attention to us, and by extension, my family. So,
You know
please
what?
understand.
What is the harm in just keeping this captain's outfit on? I mean, are we gonna get attacked in the streets of the university? It's not likely, right? This is a place of learning.
Right, but there are many large, long hallways, empty. I mean, you could be any turn, and we don't know how far up this goes.
I think I could take some book nerds and I could
Lost.
take on some book nerds and studious
You
little
are
kids.
the only one at risk.
Right, Lost. You're not thinking about the people who could be hurt because of the association.
Okay.
They've already proven that they don't care.
So is that person that came to try and identify you a loose end?
What are you suggesting?
I'm
He
gonna
was
look
just
around.
a child, wasn't he?
Was he a child or just a young fella?
No, he's like a grown man.
He was a baby boy, a little toddler. He was a
you
grown
said
man.
Yes.
It was
yep.
a grown man.
Oh, fuck it.
I'm gonna look around and see if I can still see him, even if he's like down the street or whatever.
Sure, give me a perception check.
Yes. 28.
28.
Rose is out. She like floats up.
I mean, you are just standing in the street. You look around and he is nowhere to be seen.
Mm.
You guys were talking for quite some time.
Okay.
I was afraid of that.
Okay, I will change into daddy's robes. Yes.
Oh, I'm going to regret this in more ways. All right. Well,
Headed to pick up a change of clothes from
House?
As we're heading back, I'm gonna keep an eye out, take note of the male professors and how they look and their current hairdress and how I'm gonna take notice.
You would likely not see any professors out here at this time.
Wait, so then he's
Alright.
gonna look like he stands out anyway?
You could also go back to Regalia and just pick something up.
Let's just buy you clothes.
Okay.
We can
Okay.
get something professorial.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Skip the
Cool.
professor.
All right, so you're heading
I get it.
to back to Regalia to pick up some
Yeah.
clothes.
Mm,
Okay. Yeah, it takes maybe 10, 15 minutes or so to make your way all the way back there. But you eventually do come upon Regalia once more, sort of seeing it down the street as you're walking. Adeline, you feel the hairs start to like prick up on the back of your neck, which startles you for a moment, and then you realize that it is more of a familiar feeling. This is like the beginning of receiving a sending spell. And a familiar voice chimes in. It says, Miss Beaumont, I do need you to come by the workshop. There seems to be a issue with your credit line. Your creditors. I require you to come at once.
Can I do insight through ascending?
Through the tone of voice, yeah.
19.
What are you trying to pick up?
Is he lying to me? Is he trying to find an excuse to get me there for some reason?
Okay. And you got 19?
Yes.
The reason to get you there doesn't seem right. Also, with a 19, you pick up like a slight. You know Walter Wandrite to be very like methodical with what he says and measured. And this sounded all over the place. There seems to be quite a bit of fear.
Adeline, you've stopped walking. Oh.
And she's gonna cast Rary's telepathic bond for us, which I
Okay.
think is a 10-minute cast. So for 10 minutes, she's just like,
Stop. Stop. And you're just gonna watch his class silence come over,
For
and
1
he's just
minute.
gonna link our minds.
That's much faster.
1 minute versus 10 minutes.
all right.
Choose your battles.
Does
A
that link
spell
all
slot
of
versus once a day.
us? That links all of us?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
to
mean,
6
up to the
people, I
Nurba
think.
people, but like our parties usually.
how long
Yeah.
does that last?
hour?
No. I wish. It only lasts.
It does now.
I
The
forget.
DM said it.
That's what I heard.
The DM wrote the rule in his inventory, so
10 minutes. Good enough.
Something's wrong. This is all in the brain. Something's wrong. And she's like pointing up at the facade of like a building and like motioning like she's like having them look at it while she's talking to them in her brain, just so like we're not standing here just like something's wrong. I've just heard from Walter. He doesn't sound right. Plus, he said something absolutely ludicrous. Like my line of credit is not sufficient. Absolute madness. Anyhow, I suspect he's trying to get me there. I also did not tell you that I looked into his mind and saw that he is connected, though not heavily, with the tattered flags. Now, this would be a hefty cause and effect for all of this to be connected, but we cannot rule out coincidences like these. So, I think we ought to go. I think I ought to go in, but I think you all ought to be right outside.
You're going to go in alone, Adeline.
What's the worst that could happen? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, you should come in with me.
But, when did this happen? Just now?
Just now, he messaged me.
Oh, the thing where you speak over long distances.
Yes.
Have you responded?
I've not. No.
Is there a way we can turn this into our favor?
I mean, we don't know the circumstances enough. I do suspect a trap of some kind. But wouldn't that be a thrilling thing to encounter in the afternoon? I didn't have anything else planned but going to the library, so, uncovering plots and potentially being, whisked away to parts unknown by a criminal organization. Very exciting. Wasn't part of my tour, but it is now.
This building that Walter is in, is there a back door?
Imagine there must be for deliveries, but I don't know. Why would I ever go through the back door?
Well, then maybe you and I go through the front door. And our brethren find another way in.
All right. All right.
Just two helpless, innocent little girls walking through the front door.
Right. And that's only 50% true. But he doesn't know that.
Correct.
I'm talking about myself.
Okay, I was gonna say I can. Okay, let's go.
Oh, I know you can.
Okay.
Right.
Come on.
I'll message him back and let him know we are on our.
It has been quite a while.
Just
So that-
kidding.
That time to respond will have passed, so you will have to expend. Sending spell.
Or we'll just show up.
We just show up.
We'll just show up.
Yeah.
It's like lame to RSVP. You just show
In
up.
fairness, from the message, he was just telling you that you need to come.
Right, it wasn't.
There was no question.
Let's respond to
or,
this message.
Yeah. Cool.
All
Okay.
right.
So you're heading over to Walter's workshop. Sweet. So, as we make our way over there, that is where we're going to take our 10-minute break. And then we shall return. Indeed. And then we will play more Dungeons and Dragons. And then we will likely end the show. But until then, stick around! 10 minutes, guys. We will be right back. And welcome back! Like I did say, we would be back. We're only 4 subs away from reaching our sub goal, first sub goal, and giving away a $50 e-gift card from Norse Foundry. Amazing. Welcome in Distal's Place. Thank you for the raid, guys. Hope you're having a good game tonight. So, as we left off, having just received a magical sending message from a distraught Walter Wandrite, you guys head to his workshop with a little bit of a game plan in mind. Before you actually reach, like, in front of the store, is there anything you want to prep or do on the way?
Yes. I'm going to reach into the bag of holding and pull out the chime of opening.
Oh.
And I'm going to give it to Raz. Raz. Yeah. We only have so many uses with this, so don't open every door you see. But if you come upon a door and it's locked, you can use this to open it. You don't even have to be right in front of it. You have to be within 120 feet, though. It does make noise, though, so you won't be quiet.
Okay.
Thank you for the subs that just came in. We just hit our
Oh,
first
wow.
giveaway goal.
Oh, nice.
Whoa!
So, thank you for that. I've never run a giveaway on my end before.
Oh.
How does that work?
I wonder if I can do it.
Which bot is in charge of that?
It is Nightbot.
Okay. I don't know how to set that up.
Yeah. We didn't plan that, did we?
Let me just shoot a text over to Mike.
We'll get it going, guys. Promise. I can do it. I just don't know if I can do it from here. Does it have to be on the computer?
I don't think so.
Okay, so I can do it.
Okay, sweet. Give us 2 seconds just to put together that. So you're giving the chime of opening to Rhapsody. Is there anything else you guys want to do before reaching the store?
I'm going to. Aw, man. No, I'm not. Well. Aw, man. That's it.
Cool. Okay, I am ready. When you say it's ready, I am ready.
Yeah.
Hopefully it
do
works.
Do it. Like, start it, and then I'll announce it.
It works.
Cool. All right. Exclamation point giveaway in the chat to win a $50 e-gift card from Norse Foundry. You do have to be in the stream when we call it to win it. So make sure that you are keeping an eye out for it. Excuse me. But yes, thank you so much, guys.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so without leaving much time, you come upon the storefront.
Adeline's gonna grab Rose's hand, and she just hears in her mind, just in case. And I'm gonna open up the communication between the two of us.
I'm gonna respond. Do you hear everything that I'm thinking, or just when I'm trying to talk to you?
I hear No, just what you're trying to say.
Well, I can imagine that would be quite intrusive if it wasn't that way.
I mean, I could try to delve deeper into your mind. Would you like me to?
Maybe another time.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Okay. So, would you guys like to have a moment to assess the situation there? You guys already know what it looks like inside. So just to sort of assess the building and put things in place before walking in to see what is actually happening.
Yeah, can I investigate to see if I can see like any signs of like footprints, like number, like kind of like recent signs of like entry?
That's going to be difficult until you get up on the door. Right?
I mean,
We're gonna Roz and I are gonna sneak around the back, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that's why I'm asking, would you like to... Yeah, I'll bring up the...
Yeah, when we sneak around the back, we'll like check to make sure either the alley or whatever to get there is empty, or that there's no one like back there, that kind of thing.
Okay, so let's
Good
switch
point.
to the battle map, and I will show you guys. There it is.
oh, good.
There we go. So that is your layout. So
Wow, that is crystal clear.
there
Wow.
is
Absolutely.
there's a building to one side and there's a building to another side. I just didn't build out the entire thing. There's the front door right here. These are the 3 tables that split everything. Along the walls there are like cases and shelves full of like the spell focuses. His counter right here. This would be the locked armoire that anyone's magical items that were taken for enchantment are in there. And these are back doors here.
Are there windows?
There is a single window next to the front door. You can just see that square.
I want to spend 10 minutes before we make moves casting Unseen Servant.
Okay. I would say that you could probably do that on the way.
Okay, yeah. Great.
You said you weren't doing anything else, so I would imagine that you could kind of go through that. Okay. What would you like to do?
Are we ready?
Adeline,
Yes.
are we going in here innocently? Or are we going in here defensively?
Innocent until proven guilty.
Okay. Because there's lots of things that I could do. We just guns blazing. But I don't have to if we just want to see what's up.
I think there's more data to collect
Sure.
before we can determine whether it is a guns blazing situation. I have my suspicions, but we don't want to make any assumptions.
Yes.
Perhaps he was just very nervous to talk to me, you know. But
You don't think that.
I don't. Not even a little.
Okay.
Is there some kind of signal you want to give us in case you would like us to enter abruptly from behind?
Adeline,
Scream!
what if? Do you still have the ability to make yourself invisible?
Yes, I do.
As do I. So if we both disappear, that's probably the time to show up.
Or, also, if that proves impossible, I do have this. And she's going to pull out the horn of silent alarm. If I blow this, you'll hear it.
Maybe something more subtle. Can I just borrow Duchess?
What will you do with her?
Have her on me so you can speak through her. That's how that works, right?
Is that how that works? Can I do that? I don't think I can. I do that?
Can you speak
Speak
through?
Not just no. I can
I
just
don't
see
think
through.
so.
their
You can
eyes.
see through.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not far. I think if I were to shout, "Oh no, I'm being stabbed horribly," I think you'd probably hear me.
Are we still a part of the clasp silence?
It's 10 minutes, so before her unseen servant comes up, it would dissipate.
Yeah.
I
You
can-
could have this conversation on the way. I imagine you
Then
went just
I-
in silence, like before you got there.
Mm-hmm.
I can also
Mm.
combine us all for up to an hour in our minds. That may be the most.
Oh, I'm thinking about this far too complicated.
Yes.
Here, and he'll unlatch his dagger portion of his blade and give it to either Rose or Adeline, whoever's closer. Just throw it on the ground, and if it appears back on me, I'll know we need to go in.
That's so clever.
I'll take it, and I have like a dagger at my like boot, so I'll put it with that one. So now I have two.
Subtle yet efficient.
Cool.
All right.
So as you guys arrive, are we trying to get around there stealthily? What are we doing?
Yes.
Yes, Roz and I are trying to get around there stealthily.
Okay.
We're just walking in the front door.
Then I will take stealth checks from the two fellas. And I will put both Rose and Adeline at the door.
Hmm.
Oh no.
Yeah, and it's pretty bad. I rolled a 9.
Ooh.
11 for a rogue.
Oh my god.
I rolled a 3 on the die.
Ooh.
Oof.
It's busy time. Busy.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'm not panicking. I'm calm.
Yeah, so yes. If you know, you know.
You know, you know.
You will be able to make it around to the back, so I'll go ahead and put your miniatures right there. How close to the back are you trying to get? Are you getting like right up on the door if there's no one there?
So Rose said the chime can work within 100 feet, so maybe like 15 feet away.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. But you want to be like looking at the door.
Yeah.
Sweet. You've got about 10 feet in this alley, like, to operate within. So that's easy enough. You can set yourselves up to see the door. There's no one there. There's no windows from here.
Does the door appear locked?
It does look closed, and it is like a big double doors that are the back to a magical item store. So I would lean on it probably being locked.
Okay.
But you can go up and check if you want.
What's my sleight of hand? It's not very high. I'm not that kind of rogue. I'm just gonna wait.
Okay.
Because worst
Alright.
come to worst, it's unlocked. I
I
open
mean,
it.
you have the chimes. if shit goes down, you're not worried about being stealthy at that point anyway. So,
Yeah.
okay. So you set up outside.
I have a question, real quick.
Yes.
Do we know? Did we ever see this other captain? Do we know what he looked like? we Just saw his clothes. Was he a part of the fighting people that we?
Yeah,
from
he
the
would have been a part of that because he was from the ship.
You think I'm intelligent enough to remember what the captain looked
I mean,
like?
they weren't decked out in their captain's regalia.
Okay. Was there one telling everybody else what to do?
There was... So, at the meeting, there was the one that was sort of commanding the meeting. There was like a big guy and like a slightly lither guy, like in comparison. The guy was like massive and the other guy was like normal sort of stature. But he was controlling the meeting. I mean, if you really want to go with someone, I would go with him.
The bigger one?
No, the one that was controlling
okay.
the meeting.
Yeah, the one in control. Okay. Upon entering, I'm looking for that person.
Okay, you know you killed him.
Oh, did I? That's right. Shit.
You killed them all, except
we'll just
one.
say a blanket. Yeah, we'll just say a blanket. Looking for any of the faces we recognize from the ship. I know that there was one that survived.
Okay, sweet. So you walk in.
Yeah, Adeline opens the door widely. Hello, I received your call, and leaves it open to kind of send her unseen servant, which in my mind, it's invisible, but she sees like this like faint outline of like this tentacle kind of like squelching and pulling itself across the floor.
Like,
Hold on, let me see if I have something for that.
Okay.
of course.
I have like a translucent thing that can act like a tentacle.
Perfect.
So, okay, so you walk in.
Yes.
In fact, at this point, I'll take initiative from everyone.
All right. Ha 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 ha.
Wow. Okay.
Oh gosh.
Sweet, okay. Okay, 25 to 20. Good. 20 to 15.
15.
Woo! Okay, 15 to 10.
10. Oh, God.
10 to 5.
7.
Gee, guys.
I rolled a 1, so I got 3.
Oof. Okay.
It'll be
Good.
fine. We're probably not even fighting.
Yeah, this is totally innocent. She just has to pay her bill.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Your parents have cut you off. It's the actual realization.
No. That's
Much
more of a
worse.
battle than I want to be a part of.
Sweet, okay. All right. So, you head in through the door, leaving your door open for your unseen servant. We'll say within this turn, where would you like to send your unseen servant?
I want to start. I can send it 15 feet per bonus action, so I want to start. My goal is to get it behind the counter.
Okay. So, if it's with you and you send it, so you can get there.
Cool.
Okay. So, as you walk in, behind the desk, there is Walter. Who seems nervous. Chirps up and says, "Oh, Adeline, it's good to see you so soon to resolve this matter."
Yes, I received your call. I'm a bit confused. What was the issue exactly?
Well, you see, there's been some concern with your credit line not reaching the desired amount for what we had discussed.
Do we see anyone?
Give me a perception check.
Another nat 20. I'm rolling this amethyst dice for the rest of my life. So 29.
Dang.
29.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Whoops. You see in the corner, kind of skulking in the shadows next to a couple of crates and barrels and some what looks like some sort of bags of food and things that are over there. You see a hooded figure. Seems to be wearing, you see like the glint of some metal, but it's coming off of their bodies, so they're probably armored.
Okay.
But just as you walk
In my-
through, the light just glints off of that, and you make it without drawing attention.
In my mind, I tell Adeline, don't look, don't draw attention, but there is someone in the corner.
Yes, and who did you speak to exactly to inquire about the credit? I told you to speak to my father, and that he should be able to line that up.
I did indeed. We spoke the same manner that I had requested you to come and settle this dispute.
Right. Well, if you can't complete the work, you may as well give me back my items.
Give me a perception check, both of you. In fact, no, I'll keep your 29.
Okay.
But Adeline, what'd you get?
I also got a 6.
Fantastic. It is a fraction of a second, Rose, but being requested to go and move from a spot, his eyes flick directly down, and you can see through like his monocle, like that magnified on his like bright yellow Aarakocra eye as he like flicks down and back up. Says, would you mind coming and taking a seat at the counter? It's just security protocol before I can open my safe.
Security protocol?
In her
For me
mind,
to approach you even closer? It's a faulty system, I must admit. Why? I'm
To
across the
be
room.
seated on the other side of the counter.
in your mind, you'll hear, I think there's someone hiding under the counter.
What do you suggest we do?
I'm not sure, because the one in the corner is either made of metal, which is not good for us, or heavily armored. Why don't we just have a seat?
All right, if it's company policy. But I don't have much time. You interrupted us on a very important errand. I don't have time to go flitting about in shops that I've already done my business at. You will be hearing from my father yet again about this. I'm sure you are mistaken, and sorely so.
I understand, and I thank you for abiding by my rules.
I'm moving my...
Yep, I was about to ask another.
Okay. Yeah, I want to keep moving it. Yeah.
You see, it is just here on the books, and he spins around like a ledger that is on the counter in front of you, and everything's written like very, very tiny, like all the lines very, very small in this like beautiful like cursive handwriting. If you take the time to inspect where he's like pointing out like one line on the book, it reads danger, under counter, and in the back. So as I said, if you are able to see this line right here, this is the issue that we are currently in.
Ah, I see. And she's gonna kind of like push her glasses up and reach out and touch the ledger as well, and kind of like brush his hand, and he hears her voice in his head now. What do they want with us?
Kind of like eyes going a little wide and then clicking into place, like what's happening, kind of looking you dead. We don't have much time. These people are not good people. I have prior dealings with them, but they are here for you.
Are they tattered flags?
Yes.
Right. There's only the two.
There are 3.
Do they aim to kill us or take us?
I do not know.
Where is the third?
And he sort of glances over towards a corner which he was hidden in.
Ah.
But, like, right in here, pretty much.
While this interaction is going on, I'm going to realize that she's speaking to his mind. And I'm going to be like, I'm going to see the library. I think I'll look up books about, and I'll just start talking about random things so that doesn't look like anything weird's happening. It's my first time at the Institute. I will clock all 3 of them, though, now.
Okay. As that happens, a figure stands up from behind the desk, raising a knife from the side of Walter up to his throat, like catching him under his beak and shoving his face into the air, exposing his throat, and then twisting the blade towards it. You can see like a little nick, and a little trail of red runs down his brown feathering. As he stands there, behind him, holding him close, and says, "Where is the captain?"
The captain of what?
And he presses the knife against Walter's throat even closer.
Can I cast something out of initiative? Can I kick this off, my dude?
I'm reaching, by the way, as this is all going on, I'm slowly reaching down to the dagger in my boot.
Okay.
We're sat, right?
What are you wanting to cast?
I want to vortex warp Walter back towards the front door and get him out so we can get down to business.
Let's get
Meanwhile, outside, Roz and I are just like chilling, and I'm just like, Roz, I bet you I can score more kills than you. Let's do a gentlemanly wager.
What's in it for me?
I will let you wear my captain's hat.
I prefer wine.
Wine it is.
And if you win?
You know, I really like my fire brandy, but I also really like your muffins.
My muffins?
You know, the canonical muffins that you make every morning.
I was just gonna let it go.
Maybe I can make fire brandy muffins. I do have a new cookbook, after all.
We're on.
Okay.
We have no clue what's going on inside. We're just like shooting the shit.
So you want to cast Vortex Warp?
On Walter.
Yes.
He hears in his head, go with it.
Okay. What components does that take?
Okay, so it is verbal and somatic.
Okay.
But I think, hold on, I think sorcery, I have something to where I can do,
Yep. I think.
right? Hold on.
Do you have subtle spell?
I don't have subtle spell, but I have, it may only be for... Now, it's only for my psionic spells that I can do it with no verbal or somatic components. And I don't think this is one of them. Let me double check. Let me double check. No, this is just a sorcerer, not a psionic. So it would be verbal and somatic.
Okay. Do you want to cast it?
Oh, that's such a loaded question.
He already has a knife in his throat.
No, but is this going to make it worse?
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
I'm saying don't do that. Do whatever you want. Do whatever Adeline would do.
I can... Okay. Hold on. Hold, please. Hold, please. Ah, beans.
Come on, Adeline.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it.
I'm... What is your spell DC?
16.
16.
Oh, that's my save DC. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so you signal to Walter, and then begin casting the spell. As you do, the guy holding the knife yells, "She's casting!" and then goes to drag the knife across his throat.
Oh,
He
okay.
needs to beat your spell save with his dexterity.
Okay.
It's 15. As he goes to drag it, you get the spell off, and he's pulled away and dropped in the corner of the room.
Can I-
That's where we're going now. We're in initiative now.
Let's
Can we
get
say that-
busy.
Can we say that I dropped the dagger as this happened? Because I was
Sure.
going for it.
Yeah, that's
All right.
fine.
Dagger's gone.
So, disappears and appears at your belt side, Rhapsody. All right. So, first up is the guy. Well, if you're casting a spell, I would say that you're able to move your unseen servant again.
Heck yeah. Thank you.
Around there. It is the guy in the corner. It is his turn first. And so he is going to... run out, and he wielding a what does he have? That's right. It's like wielding this like almost like a buzzsaw blade that he holds on his hand. He drags it out, and with the momentum, it starts spinning and goes to strike against Adeline. As he runs up to you and drawing his blade, he yells out, "Where is he?" And then slashes.
Oh god.
That's an 18 to hit.
Yeah, even with shield, that won't do anything.
Okay. That is... So that is 8 points of slashing damage. As it, like, runs across you, just, like, cutting you across the front and spilling blood onto the wooden floor. He looks back up at you, raising it again, and says, "I don't want the captain. I want the cargo." And swipes at you again. That is, not as high. That is 16.
Shield.
So as he goes to swipe again, you like cosmic kind of black energy appears, and the blade ping just bounces off of the front. That is his turn, but he is there, having given you his wants.
Can I free action speak?
Yeah.
I look
I'm
at
always there for
him.
banter.
I look at him like blood like seeping from me and like splattered up in my face. Like, your captain is dead. We know nothing of your cargo.
He'll just kind of like bounce off of that and be like, "Liar." Go on.
Where is Zero?
Zero's at the house.
At the
Yeah,
house
he's
we
at the
left him
house.
at home.
Okay.
Okay, cool. That leaves Rhapsody with Rose up next.
Okay, I'm going to use my action to use the chime of opening and say to Lost, "It's showtime," and ding it, or however it chimes, and open the door to enter into the space from the back.
Excellent. So yeah, sounding off the chimes of opening, ding! That kind of sonic wave goes towards the door where it starts to shake, and you see the lock kind of just like unlatch, and you're able to run up, kicking out the double doors. There we go.
They open.
Open!
Yeah, I'm a badass.
Science has gone too far.
And run in, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 25 feet to get there, because you said you were 15 feet away from the door.
Yes. And then, seeing Adeline bloodied, I will dive in the air and kind of landing with my foot down on the top of the guy's head. Unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Oh, on this guy?
The one closest to Adeline.
Oh,
if
okay.
I can make it.
So 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Yes, we'll just get you there.
Okay.
Boom.
And the bonus action is a +8. Ah! 11?
11
What is he, all metal?
11's not gonna do it. Like, you run up and see this like caped individual run up and throw a hard punch, but you connect with like bing, like a solid plate on his back. Doesn't quite do any damage, but now you know.
Now I know. That would be all for my turn. Movement, attack, or action, bonus action.
Okay. Rose, you are up.
As a part of my movement, but not my action, can I pull Adeline back and put myself in between the two?
That's...
Can I just pull her back?
If you pull her back, there's gonna be an attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. Real quick. Of the three that I've seen, this guy looks to be like the tank, the big bad. Not a spellcaster, but
he's the most armored one out of them.
Okay. Does he look like he has any flesh?
Yes. Like, you can see his face. He's wearing a hood, but you can see his face.
Okay. No, I'm gonna second level guiding bolt him.
Oof. Okay. So you're stepping away to get a bead on him.
Yeah. But I pulled Adeline back.
You did? So he's gonna strike her.
Oh, that's right. Shit, I forgot. Why would I need to step away?
Because else you're gonna shoot your friend.
Oh, it doesn't come down from the sky. I always thought that guiding bolt came from the sky because I'm a angel.
No, you just flavor it that way.
Oh, my guiding bolt comes from the sky. It's just its sword pointing. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'll move to where I can have a line with him. It's an attack. So give me a
All
second.
right.
$25.
Yeah, that hits.
What is the second level? D6. 5d6. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I only have 3 out, so we'll be doing this a couple times. That's 15 points of I think it's
Radiant.
radiant damage.
Yeah. So, like, quickly running down back towards the table and unleashing your guiding bolt, it strikes him true, square in the chest as he's kind of like bouncing back from the shield and then getting punched in the back. He's kind of like been knocked from both sides, leaving him wide open. The spell hits him square in the chest, illuminating him up. He reels back in pain as it like courses through his body. Yep, that's your action. Bonus.
I can't do anything. So
Okay.
we will move on. I just know that Lost is after me, and it's smart to use guiding bolt because now he has advantage.
Okay.
Well, Lost is after me.
Yep. Sweet. Okay. It is the guy behind the counter that had the knife to Walter. It is his turn. I will say both Rose and Rhapsody have flex points right now as well.
Could I move back up? I'm sorry. I don't know how much of my movement I used.
He
to
used
get
like
there?
10 feet.
Oh, then I want to move back up right next to Adeline.
Okay. Easy done. So the guy behind the counter like drops the short knife that he had, reaches under the counter and pulls out this maul from underneath the counter. How far is that? No, he's not gonna get there. He looks directly at Rose and Adeline and just says, "This can all go away. Just tell us where it is."
What are you talking about?
Have it your way. And he runs. In fact, no, he's not going to run. He's going to attempt to jump over the counter. Yeah, that's a 20 on his check, so he jumps across the counter, like sliding across, and as he lands, swings with this maul towards Rose. Oop, that was nuts. That's a 22 to hit.
Yes.
That is 10 points of bludgeoning damage as the maul strikes you in the back, sending you against the counter, which he swings back over and back around again. Oops, wrong ones. D20 first. Ooh, that's not gonna do it. That's 11 total.
No.
So going back for the swing again, this time you're able to grab your shield and push it back, and it just sort of bounces off of Ragatha's shield as he readies himself again. Give it to us. It is Lost. You are up.
I'm up. I just do like just a little muttered curse that I didn't get the China opening first, because I would have came through the doors like Aragorn. Not just through. I would just. But yeah, so I'm going to run up to where the door just opens to try to assess the situation first.
Okay. Easy enough. So, just give me a quick perception check, so that, like, in this, like, fraction of a second, how much you can take in.
Wow, I'm rolling really bad today. I've got a 6.
A 6. Okay, so right up in front of you, you see the hooded guy with the blade wheel. You see the girls immediately sort of taking attacks, and then the guy with the hammer as well, the maul. So you basically see everything here, and as you enter, you will likely clock Rhapsody as well.
Got it. So I walk in, I see everybody. I probably see Adeline with the blood all over her, usually crisp and white outfit. So I move within 15 feet of that, and actually no, I stay there. I summon up my shadow, which appears 15 feet away from me, into the room. Yeah, and then it can move up to 30. It's going to move on top of the counter.
Okay.
Yep. And I'm going to attack Buzzsaw Man.
Yep. Sure.
And
yeah.
that's the one that's vulnerable, or I get advantage on, right?
Yes, you do
Yes.
get advantage on him. He's like glowing with like that. Like you recognize. Excuse me.
Oh,
you
yeah.
recognize it. You've seen it before. Like that golden
Awesome.
magic.
He's fated to eat my spike chain, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take a great weapon attack.
Oh, okay.
So I only get a +5, but I have advantage. So 21 or 17. 21.
That's with your -10.
-5. Yeah.
It was -5, is it? Oh, it's -5, and then you get a +10.
Yeah.
So what was the highest?
21.
21. Yeah, that hits.
So thought is not gonna hurt that much. That's 5 plus what? Where's my great weapon master attack? Blah 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 blah. Oh, okay. So it's 15 damage.
15. That's still quite a bit.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's
No
like
wait, I
my
get +10 on top of. Oh no. I get my regular.
Yeah, you get your regular, and then it's +10.
Yeah. No, 20 damage. 20 damage.
Gee. Okay.
Yeah. And then that's gone, right? The advantage.
Yes. Yeah, with the
Yeah.
first strike.
Okay, then I'll take a regular attack and roll a 12.
A 12. 12 does not hit. So you're able to, your shadow is like up on the counter, unleashes the chain. He's not ready for this. Like, he was ready for everyone that was in the room, not another one. And it slashes across his, like, unarmored face, like, casting blood across, like, from his cheek. You go to pull it back, but he moves out of the way as it, like, retracts back around your shadow's arm. But there was still quite a bit of damage on that one.
Oh yeah, but I'm a fighter, so I action surge
Uh-huh.
and take 2 more attacks.
Okay.
Dang.
17 to hit.
17 meets his armor class. Yeah.
Meets his
so
armor
hits.
class.
Yep.
Yes. 10 damage. And the second attack?
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
Okay. Yeah, noticing that his sort of face is unguarded, you throw the chain out again and it slashes across his neck, casting a lot more blood onto the ground. He goes, like, reaches to, like, sort of plug the wound as he kind of stumbles back. You catch a look on his face, he's not looking great.
I burn Unleashed Incarnation. All my attacks.
All right.
Yeah, 1 more.
Yep,
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a 25.
that'll do it.
And 13 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah, so basically it's just my shadow is just like a whirling dervish. He's just spinning like a buzzsaw. He sees the buzzsaw that guy's in, and he's just like a buzzsaw, like multiple attacks. Yeah,
Yep.
it
So,
just
like,
saws right through him.
unleashing the chain like as long as it goes and spinning it and basically like putting his arm in the middle and it like wraps around the arm, but it like hits multiple times one after the other. The guy starts to just drop to his knees and then falls down. He is out.
He's out.
Dang! Screw that guy.
Yeah.
Is that everything?
That's everything. You know what? I am going to actually lean back out of the doorway again. They've got their Captain Shadow there. That's all they're gonna get.
Yeah, I haven't actually got you inside the building yet. You're like on the
Yep.
other side of the doorway, so you're just gonna
Yep.
stay there.
I'm gonna actually step back so I'm out of sight. To the left, yeah, to the left,
Just-
so nobody can see me.
Just like a little bit further back, so you can still
Yeah.
see.
Yep.
Okay. Damn. Hell of a turn. All right. Next up is... Oh, it's my guy in the corner. He... Yeah. So he leaves the corner.
That's me in the corner.
That's me in the spot.
But stays on that side of the counter and takes out like 2 daggers and throws them towards no, he's gonna take like after seeing that, he's gonna take one and throw it towards the shadow. So that's a 17 to hit.
Oh yeah, I'm unarmored, so my shadow's unarmored. Yep.
Oh no!
Just dissipating the shadow. Not really knowing what that was. He is going to he's going to throw another one towards Rose. After seeing you like unleash that like big spell on his comrade. Oh no, that's not great. That's a 15.
That hits. That's my armor class. Oh wait. She's still within 5 feet of me.
I think you have to have 2. You
Okay.
can check.
Gain a +1 to AC for every 2 allies. Yes, you're right.
So
So
15
never-
meets it, beats it.
I rarely get that because we're not stupid. We don't ever just like.
Maybe we
that's-
converted that other guy and he's our friend now.
So that's
My friend.
7 points of piercing damage
Mhm.
from the dagger as it like as you're like bent over the counter, basically like having just knocked away that that maul. It comes in and just sinks in like underneath your armpit, like in your side. And you'll also take an additional 12 points of piercing
Of what?
damage.
He hit me twice.
No. But you are within 5 feet of his ally.
Oh.
So even though you knew he was there, he gets a sneak attack.
Oh, sneakers. Got it.
And he is going to remain on that side of the counter, because it gives him a little bit of an advantage there. So, Adeline, you are up.
Adeline is going to do a sick roll backwards on that table and flip it. And by sick roll, I think she like sits herself back on it and like, yeah, like very like primly. But she wants to kind of that center table, like knock it back on its side so she can get a little bit of cover behind it.
Oh, okay. So you wanna get back here and knock this up
Yeah, on the other side of it, but yeah,
on this side?
exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
And get a little bit of cover over there.
Yeah. Give me a strength check.
Oh no.
Shut the fuck up. I got a natural 20.
How does
It's
it
all
look?
that milk.
How does it look?
I think it's like she sits very primly on the corner and then just kind of like puts her hand on the other side of it and just kind of like it looks kind of more like she's falling. That she just kind of and like takes it with her as she kind of rolls back.
I love that
Amazing.
that's your natural 20.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, so magic items just go like clattering away everywhere, but kicking the table up, managing to get yourself some cover. Yep.
Yeah. And then I am going to looking at this guy with the mace going face to face with Rose. She's gonna kind of like throw a hand forward, and like this black energy is gonna come off of it and cast Innervation. And I'm gonna heighten it, so he needs to make a dexterity save with disadvantage.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Okay.
That's tough.
Give me 2d20. Those are both not great. The lowest one is 14.
Hell yeah. That won't cut it. So you're going to take 4d8 necrotic damage, and I will heal for that amount. Let's see.
Ooh.
4d8.
48.
40. I don't use d8s often, so I don't know what they look like, but now I do. Okay. That is 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14 points of damage. I didn't roll, but I heal back 14, which feels nice.
Yeah, so like casting out this like torrent of like black energy that kind of starts to spiral out into these tentacle like tendrils that just start wrapping around him as he starts to like have that energy force like drained from him. As it starts to like dissipate.
Oh, it lasts every round until I do something else with my action.
So it's an area effect? Like
No, not an area, just for that
on
one
him.
target.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Adeline's just an emotional vampire right now.
Oh wait, actually,
I was
I only
gonna say
heal.
no. How can he save from it?
Oh
He
wait,
just
hold on.
can't.
Whenever the spell deals damage, you regain hit point. Okay, so I regain half of the value. My B. The spell
You get
ends if you
7.
use your action to do anything else. If the target is ever outside the spell's range, or if the target has total cover from you. Until the spell. Okay. On a failed save, the target takes 48 necrotic, and until the spell ends, which it lasts up to 1 minute, you can use your action on each of your turns to automatically deal 48 necrotic to the target. It doesn't say he gets another save. His
Ooh.
fifth
There's just
level.
no way out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes,
It's
he
like
has
a
to
fancier witch's bolt.
escape. It's like witch bolt. It's like a
Yeah.
better witch
So
bolt.
he has to get out of range basically.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I don't heal 14, I heal for 7.
Yeah.
My
7.
Deal 14, heal 7. As you see that he has like panic in his eye, and he looks towards the guy. He looks towards the sort of roguish character behind the counter, and says, "What are you waiting for? Do it now!" and you watch as he reaches behind him, cracks open a crate, and slides across this silver, like fairly compact, it almost looks like a briefcase, as it slides out across the floor. It begins to unfold as you watch two legs appear, and then from behind it flips a torso, a head rotates up, and 4 arms holding swords come out from it.
General Kenobi.
And on the top of that round, on that quote, that's where we're going to end tonight.
Hello there.
Haha.
That was perfect.
I have a whole week or whatever to figure out what I'm gonna do next.
Aw, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Ah, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we have a giveaway.
Yes, we do. Hey, thank you to everyone who stuck around watching tonight. Everyone will hold their flex points because we always do that mid-combat to the next time, whether it's next week or the week after. We'll keep you up to date with that on our schedule cover card. Yes, so last couple of chances to enter exclamation point giveaway in the chat. This is for a $50 e-gift card for Norse Foundry.
We ready?
Give it
Ready?
a couple of seconds, just in
Ready,
case
ready,
any
ready?
new people are joining in. 3,
Exclamation point giveaway.
2,
New people.
1.
Okay,
Do
I'm gonna
it.
roll it. Oh God, we're gonna roll it again.
Rigged.
We're gonna roll it again.
Rigged. Oh!
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know how to say your name. Is it Lovey?
Lovey?
Lovey,
Lovey?
Are you there still?
love I.
Are you there?
You have to say something in the chat.
Yes, you have to
Congratulations.
like say. Please say you're there, else we have to move
Say
on.
something or we have to move on.
Hello.
No. Hello.
I'm gonna check
Nope.
the.
loving. Oh,
List.
there is there
They're there in the chat.
in the chat, but
I don't know if
They
they're paying
must-
attention.
Oh, we're
Oh,
gonna
Quest
raid.
keeps coming in.
Woo! We can roll it again if we don't have.
Yeah. Hey guys, we're rolling a giveaway for a $50 e-gift card from Norse Foundry. Welcome in, Quest Keep, our friends over there. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we gotta roll it again. That's the.
Oh, it's happening. It's happening. It's happening now. Ronan!
Ronan!
Here.
Ronan, like you
Ronan!
need any more Norse Foundry. No, there's no limit. Does not exist.
Right. Go ahead and message me just as a reminder in our Discord. People who are here who are not part of our Discord may also join using that link. Come and chat with us about things. We got tons of games now. We're running Daggerheart, Call of Cthulhu, as well as our mainstay campaign here. Is that scroll is that stuck on the
Oh, I
screen?
think it is.
Oh, no, there we go. It might have been someone else. But yes, Ronan, go ahead and message me on Discord. Just say gift card, and then I will send you the code as soon as we get done here. But thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. We will be back on Monday for a community night, and then Wednesday we will be doing a pre-recorded version of Call of Cthulhu, so you guys don't have to miss out while we're away, and then we'll let you know about Thursday. But thank you so much. We're gonna find someone to raid. Da 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 da. I have to find the window. There it is. Let's see. Well, Critical Role is live.
Would it be funny to?
On a Thursday?
Who'da thunk? Oh, Caustic is on, but she's playing Destiny 2.
Mike's
Gnome
on, right?
Ann. Gnome Ann is there. We can
Okay.
we can raid Gnome Ann.
Oh,
Who are you gonna say?
Mike is live.
Oh, is he? Oh, yeah. Let's
Our,
raid
our
Mike.
very own
Let's
Michael.
raid Mike. Let's raid Mike.
Who's that? He sounds like he'd be a cool frog.
Yeah, so we're gonna raid our good friend and also person who is part owner of the channel. The short note, Mike, we're gonna go raid him. Make sure you stick around for this raid because then you will pick up an extra bonus 250 channel points, which then when we play Fables next time you can turn into more flex points for the cast. And it looks like from the guy that just appeared, they may need them. So, thank you. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you for all the subs. Thank you for the follows, the raids, everything. Thank you so much. Have an awesome night. And, yeah. We'll see you on Mike's channel.